Alright, good afternoon everyone. I'm at Newbury with Infused Chenson, and could you introduce yourself to our readers please?
I'm Chris Chenson. I'm play for Infused. Yeah.
Alright. When and how did you get here?
I got here yesterday by train. I live in Guildford, which is where I'm at uni. And it was pouring down with rain, wasn't fun, but yeah.
Okay, how do you feel about the I-Series being obviously back at home in Newbury?
I've always much preferred Newbury. My first one here was i38, and all the ones in Newbury have been a lot more fun than Stony Park. It's got more character, so yeah, I'm delighted for it to be back here.
Yeah, I've never been to Newbury and it seems a lot better than Stoneleigh anyway. We have seen your team leave the Imperial, obviously, to join Infused. What was the main reasoning behind this?
We were given a decent opportunity with the Imperial. They were nice to give a new team a chance, but they weren't able to offer us anything real until at least next year. Infused were having problems with their team, and just made us an offer of this land and other lands, and also an EPS account, which we didn't previously have. And we just thought, even though we feel guilty about it, it was an offer that we couldn't really refuse. So
yeah, I couldn't really blame you. It seems like a good move. With Darren, AK Wannabe, sitting in his house on his 21st birthday, how was Phoenix brought about into working at this event?
We originally asked Saucy, who was vivid with pucker. He changed his mind. Then we got Leo. And then when Modern Warfare 2 was announced, he decided he didn't want to play the game, understandably. Then we had Ono, but both Ono's parents are ill, and so he can't get a lift here. And then literally on Wednesday night, Pucker asked one of his real-life mates called Phoenix, who'd been playing the game non-stop, just to come work, and seems to be working out so far.
Alright, it's good to hear. With Modern Warfare 2 announced as a main tournament a few days before the event, how did you feel about this? Were you looking forward to tackling a new game, or was it really too early for it to be a suitable main event?
It's too early. The game's fun, but it's just all. It's like COD 4 at the beginning. It needs mods to be competitively viable. Motorplay should have run both tournaments. I mean, it's obvious Activision were pushing for Modern Warfare 2, but Motorplay should have just been fair to the people who had paid early and just given them both tournaments and just put 2.5k or something into COD 4 as well.
Yeah, I completely agree. It's just Modern Warfare 2 just cannot be played competitive at this moment in time. Okay, with no rule set announced as of yet, how do you feel that the game should be played with obviously the perks removed? Should it be search and destroy or rotation, as Diablo said, of TDM, CTF and headquarters?
After looking at some of the maps, most of them are too big for S&D. I'd say there's 2, maybe 3 maps which I would say are okay for S&D. So yeah, I'd be leaning to other game types like CTF, sabotage, domination, etc. So yeah.
As a spectator, obviously most successful games, are search and destroy, or as we've seen in Quake, the Jules. But do you feel that like CTF and TDM, you rarely get a good spectator-friendly game? Or Stephen was talking about last night in Quake Live, where Vu was in TDM and got 2 frags in the last second to put it to 4 or 5 overtimes. That only happens 1 in a million. And do you think it'll be spectator-friendly?
I think the problem with continuous play, like stuff like CTF, is it gets a bit tedious after a while. It's the same thing over and over again. The good thing about S&D is there's a flow of slow passages and then more fast, exciting passages. I think if it's the same pace throughout, it just gets a bit boring for people. So yeah, things like TDM and CTF probably don't work as well, but S&D is just not viable for Modern Warfare 2. Simple as that.
Okay. With DreamHack have announced Modern Warfare 2 as a main tournament. If i38 proves that it cannot be run as an efficient tournament, and a patch has not been released fixing console and other modding issues. Where do you feel the community should go now? Should maybe get COD 4 back with some new maps to revive it?
Yeah, I think I think it would be stupid to either give up or something like that, because I think COD 4 still has plenty of life left in it. I think with a couple of new maps to replace some of the weaker ones, it's easily got another year in it, easily.
Yeah, I've been told that there's going to be maybe a few lands with Call of Duty 4, which would, people are obviously going to go to it and should keep the game alive, and hopefully ESL pick it up for another season. Do you think the influence of Activision was the main reason behind it, Modern Warfare 2 being a main event at i38?
Oh yeah, so it's obvious. I mean, they're trying to push their new game, they're trying to promote it, and it works for them to put money in. So yeah, obviously. Yeah.
All right. With such a new game being played, who do you think will finish top 3? It's going to be really open.
I think it's going to be down to whoever really knows the game the most. I think it will be the main teams. I don't think there'll be any unknown teams come out of nowhere and win it. I think it will be out of Dig, Reason, Fnatic over who's spent the most time on the game, really.
Yep. Okay. If Modern Warfare turns out to be successful, what game will Infused be playing after that?
Call of Duty 4. I mean, Modern Warfare 2 perhaps has some potential with mods, but it does. I mean, we've heard nothing on whether that's going to happen or not, and it's pointless trying to wait around. So we'll just carry on playing COD 4.
Okay. Thanks for your time, Chris. Is there any last shoutouts?
Shout out to Wannabe for, even though he's not here. I hope he has a nice birthday. Everyone I talk to online.
Okay. All right. Thank you, and keep locked to Tech9 for our next interview.